again, here's someone that claims to be an expert on Sasquatch, but doesn't know what he's talking about because he's simply fabricating a story. He made it up. He made it up. That's not science.
Absolutely, because science is going to look at the entirety of the research, not just any one particular aspect. Okay, I got another question for you. What is
Incidentally, excuse me.
Yeah.
I realize I can't prove this, but what I'm presenting is I took it as far as it'll go using the scientific paradigm and where the research is leading. You know, I'm not filling in the blanks. I'm simply telling what happened based on myself and being objectified by 150 witnesses that experienced the Psychic Sasquatch. These are solid, really nice people. If you met them, I mean, they're the nicest people. But that's why they've been been contacted, because they are nice people, and these other people are complaining that they're not being contacted. Why aren't they being contacted, and so forth? Well, put your guns and cameras away, stop being so negative, and maybe they will.
Yeah, they're just not approaching it with the right attitude. I really believe that's got everything to do with it, because if you think you're just going to walk out there and be in control and run the show, when you're in their world, you got another thing coming. What is the mysterious underground generator sound that's associated with Bigfoot?
Well, I've heard it at several places, and other people have too. I'm not sure what it is, but they say that there's ETs underground doing this, whatever they're doing, and that they're helping them. They're helping them. So that's all I can say about it, but I've heard it several times in several places, and none of that bothers me. I just get permission to go to these areas, and in the last, I think, 3 years or 4 years, let me think this thing through, maybe at least the last 4 years, it seems that wherever I go, when I ask them ahead of time, those that are around here to help me out, or even some other people I sent them to, and they went to them right away. But they have to have the right stuff. Again, they don't want to be looked at as a curiosity, or or to be used and to be exploited. So that's why they're being so cautious.
We could use them on our football team, though. They would definitely make a touchdown every play. Now, who in the field of Sasquatchology or any related area do you admire and respect? Robert W. Morgan, for example.
Well, I don't know Robert Morgan. I tried to contact him several years ago and wasn't able to. So I can't comment on him.
Yeah.
Certainly Chris Murphy, I have a lot of respect for. John Green, I have a lot of respect for, even though it was interesting, the last time I spoke with him, he said, maybe these things are really happening to you with the Sasquatch, but if so, the Sasquatch in Canada here are different. They're totally different. And that's, of course, not true at all. It was his way to rationalize those happenings, the Psychic Sasquatch happenings. There's a lot of good people out there that are doing research, and there's a few people that are doing the research that are more involved with interacting or even putting people down. And I think that's a sign of not being professional. It's a sign that people are emotionally insecure that have to do that with other people. And I think that people should be working together more. But I don't see that happening, and that's why I kind of interact and then I pull back. I do my own thing on my own and just have a certain amount of people. I have people in the field all the time where things are happening, and they're getting information, and these people are to tell me. They write me and they call me and they said, you've taught me how to telepath and how to draw them in, and you've changed my life. This is numerous times I've been told this.
Okay, you've been a regular, well, maybe not so regular lately, guest on Coast to Coast AM.
Yeah, I was on a few years ago, and I haven't been on lately.
Right. What was your experience like? I mean, as compared to like this conversation tonight, which is pretty much commercial free, and we're just having a conversation. What is it? What is Coast being on Coast like?
Well, really not much different. I realize that they haven't heard about the Psychic Sasquatch enough to ask a lot of questions, but certainly I go right back to that area and just draw from my experiences and experiences of other people and to share. That's the best way I know, based on people with limited knowledge and because of limited experiences with them. So I won't say there's much difference at all, really.
Were you on with Art Bell or with George Norrie?
Neither.
Okay.
It was. I must admit I forgot his name right at this
George
moment
Knapp?
in time. But he was on for, I think, 6 or 7 months or so in the interim.
Ian Punnett?
No.
No. Okay. It was an interim host, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not coming to me. Anyway, we've only got a couple of 3 minutes here left. One more time, if you want to give them your contact information.
Hey, yes, my book, The Psychic Sasquatch. If they want a copy, it's $25 to have it sent to me. They could call me, and if they want, also at 425-844-8409, or contact me, Kewaunee. Send me a check for $25 at Post Office Box 1062. That's 1062 in Duval, Washington, capital D-U-V-A-L-L, and that's at 98019. 98019. And I'm on several websites, and one, of course, is White Wolf Gallery .bigstep.com. White Wolf Gallery .bigstep.com. So I'm on really several all over.
And I have that website also listed on the main page of the Paranormality website, which is paranormality.8m.com. It's paranormal.ity.8m.com. Now, your new book, The Sasquatch People, is coming out when?
January or February.
January or February, okay. And what direction is the new the latest research taking?
Well, more into quantum physics. I've discussed cryptoanthropology as opposed to cryptozoology, because we're dealing with the people.
Right.
I talk about the UFO and ET connection again. I discuss the ancient ones in great detail, and their the 3 different races that I understand. I talk about genetic engineering more, and also about hyperdimensional physics. I don't mean this is not a 101 physics 101 kind of thing. It's simply putting in perspective. If people studied quantum physics, they'd realize all the stuff I'm talking about is already out there.
Yeah.
I mean, and these people would laugh at a Bigfoot researcher that laughed at anything that's interdimensional, because they know that that's possible. So I'm just saying that I do address that, and I also have a Native American perspective. I talk about revamping the empirical model, the scientific model, and about the future of Sasquatchery.
Well, Kewaunee, it's been a pleasure, my pleasure to interview you tonight. I've been looking forward to this for a long time because, like I say, you do validate my experience of the Bigfoot people, and they do seem to have faces just like human, and they're not all flat and ape-like.